Well, I wanted to explain a little bit about what life was like when I was born and what my family was doing at that time, how they were doing it. They, there's no running water, no electricity. Uh, all, and the house is pretty breezy and cold. And North Dakota is a cold country, and it's hot in the summer, so it's really rugged. But you know, if everybody's got the same life all around you, you accept it easily, and you go through it, assuming that's just life. But they did have hard times. Plus, that was in 1930. I was born in 1931. So by the time I'm 5, 6 years old, it's 36. And that's the Depression time. And it was also the Dust Bowl. There was an extremely dry period in a big area of the United States, and North Dakota was in the middle of it. And so we had crop failure a couple of years in a row. And it was very, very hard. And they never stopped talking about it, even to this day. And then it started turning around. World War II came about in 1940s, and everything was booming, and the whole economy and our standards of living, the electricity got put into the rural areas, and running water was available, inside toilets, and all of a sudden our lives changed rapidly. And that was a good time. And then most of the farmers done very well, and they were glad they stayed. And my parents happened to be one of them that stayed, and the farm is still operational and very successful. Yeah, the life was like when we were growing up, all our relatives lived rather close to us. And neighbors and relatives in those times when it was rough, we were constantly helping each other if their house needed fixing, or it was fall and they needed to butcher and get the food prepared for winter. There was a lot of teamwork with relatives and friends and neighbors, and people stayed more connected. So my relatives, my cousins and aunts and uncles, they never moved away. They just close by. Not close like you can walk there. You either have to go horseback or car. But at that time, World War II came along, and everybody had a car. So it wasn't, it just got better, just like nowadays. There wasn't many dairies there because there was a low population area. And the crops raised in my area was wheat and cattle. When we sold cattle, or we sold wheat. The rest of the crops were feed for the cattle and were other things. But that was mainly what we lived on. And to this day, it's the number one thing, too. Wheat and cattle in that particular area.